drive him away from the scene. The 24-year-old gunman used an assault-style weapon to kill 3 people and injure 7 more before taking his own life. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Cuba is again in total darkness following a complete collapse of its national power grid. The latest from Natalie Rodriguez.
The state-run electric union reports a total system failure, cutting off power to 10 million people. The nationwide blackout comes just 24 hours after a massive regional outage first crippled the western provinces, including the capital of Havana and Matanzas. Officials say the failure has now cascaded across the island, knocking out electricity to other major cities like Santa Clara and Santiago de Cuba. Severely aging infrastructure and critical fuel shortages are being blamed, with no word yet when the lights will turn back on. Natalie Rodriguez, Miami.
Spokane, Washington remains under serious threat from massive wildfires. Mayor Lisa Brown says hundreds of homes have been destroyed and there's still the possibility lives may have been lost.
To the people who are suffering right now in our region from either loss or uncertainty, everyone here, our hearts go out to you. We are here for you for the long term.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is ON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
It's time for Coffee Ann here on ON, AM and FM and Woonie-TV. Thanks for joining us on this Monday morning. It is August the 3rd. My name's Joe Callahan, and around the Coffee Ann table, we expect to have John Ward with us. He's not here just yet, but he should be here soon. And we're also being joined at the Coffee Ann table right now from the Woonsocket Police Department, Greg Kolosek. Did I say it right? All right. And he's, like I said, he's with the Woonsocket Police Department. We're going to talk about National Night Out, which is going to take place tomorrow night. And, boy, this has been going on 15 years? How many years
over a decade.
Over a decade. Yes. Okay, so not quite 15 yet.
For over a decade.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, so it comes up once a year. And where did it start? What police department started this? Do you have any idea?
I don't know exactly his name. It was actually one gentleman that started it back in. He started a community program back in the 70s, but the official National Night Out started, very first one was 1984.
Was it?
Believe it or not, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Jeez, I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
So it's going to take place at World War II Park.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow night, 5 to 7?
5 to 7 p.m.
And what's the whole point of National Night Out?
So the whole point of National Night Out, the background of it is to get police and the community together in a confrontational way. But it's not just that. I don't like to say the confrontational way. I rather say, because usually people deal with the police you're in a time of need, or a time of problem, and this is more
of a stress.
Exactly, and a lot of stress and stuff like that. But we're trying to get the community together to see the other facets of it, show you different things that we do in the department, and the other community people that we have also that participate, like the fire department.
Oh, they come down as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We have other people coming down too from, the child prevention injury. I have Michael Chappell coming down. He's going to give out information for child seat installation stuff. And we have a lot of the Rotary Club comes down because they're a big community activists. And we're going to be feeding food to everybody. It's going to be a really good time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Food's
food
important.
Brings everybody.
Free food and free drinks, right?
That's right.
Now, I know you're working with the Woonsocket Police Department, but do you know, are any of the other communities around the state doing the same thing?
Absolutely. The main ones that I know right now is Central Falls is going to be participating, Providence Police, Pawtucket Police. There are a few other communities as well in the state that are going to be doing it as well.
Okay. How long have you been helping organize a National Night Out for Woonsocket Police?
Oh boy, ever since I joined the traffic division back in 2019.
Okay.
Yes.
And so is it a year-long thing that you have to organize?
It's not quite as extensive as that, but it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's to try to get everybody on board. different entities. Like I said, we get the tables out, we get a lot of different things going. So yeah, it's a a little bit of work, but it's not too bad.
Is there a music? Is there a band or a DJ or something?
We do have a DJ coming.
Okay.
He's going to be playing music, keeping the crowd going at that nice stage at World War II Park.
So that's where he'll be set up?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know the food trucks that are coming?
We have, no, we're not doing food trucks.
No,
we're going to do
trucks?
a Taco Bell. Taco Bell's going to, we're going to be buying some tacos and everything. We're going to serve them probably at the snack shack right over there by the bathrooms and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's first come, first serve. Please come early, right at 5, and we'll be passing out tacos.
Yeah, they won't be taking orders. They'll just go, here you
Yes,
go.
sir.
Here you go. Tacos for everybody. Will the splash pad be open?
I believe so, yes.
That night as well. So
Yes.
that's cool.
So yeah.
How many officers come down and just hang out and meet and greet people?
Quite a few. I'm hoping to expect about 15 to 20. We're also going to be doing canine displays. So we'll have officers from other communities as well as ours with their canines doing stuff like that.
Oh, you're going to have a what's the word I'm looking for? Display is a good word, but putting the dog through its paces.
Yeah, right.
That's
right.
fascinating.
Yes,
to watch.
It's very entertaining. Kids love it.
Yeah.
You'll meet some of the canines, I'm sure. They'll be doing like little searches and everything like that, and the officers will explain what they're doing. We also bring the motorcycles down, so all the young kids and the older kids, I get a lot of adults that want to sit. Go ahead. We let everybody sit on the motorcycles.
Take pictures too?
Absolutely.
All right. So yeah, and the dogs are all, it's fun to watch because they're all so nice.
Yes.
Until the handler says time to work.
Exactly.
And it's immediate.
Right.
We're right into work mode and we're off, and it's I don't know what words they use, but if it's attack, off they go.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's
and
amazing.
Have you ever been in one of those suits where they latch onto the arm and
I won't do
let
it.
go? You won't do it.
Believe me, the guys at work, the canine handler Jay Bertholet's tried to get me to do it. I won't do it. No.
Is that for the rookies?
That's sometimes.
not that we want to do hazing, but you're the low person on the pole. You put the suit on.
Yeah. I'm in the later years, so I get to get out.
All right. There you go. So it's all on. Now, Lieutenant Mike Martinson, he's running the whole show tonight.
Yes.
So and then there's yourself. How many other police officers are part of the group that's organizing this?
Oh, we have. Of course, the chief's always involved, and we have. I select some other people. I have some people from that are helping with displays and stuff like that within the department. We have Terry Eason, who's a huge part of organization of this as well. She's secretary in the city for us, and that's it.
All right. So, in your past years that you've been helping to organize this, does it get bigger every year? Do you see more and more people coming?
Absolutely. When I first started getting involved, it wasn't not even half as big as it is now.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything you get from on a national level? National Night Out is going to be August 4th this year, but do you get sent any paraphernalia to pass out, or is it all? This is the night, and you guys take care of everything.
This is the night.
Okay.
And you guys take care of it, and run because it's our city. We run our own. We run our own thing.
Do it any way you want to do it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, if I also remember, there'll be because you've done it in the past where you raffle off bikes for the kids.
That's correct. We do. We have two nice bicycles this year again for him and her. And we'll be raffling us for the kids with protection helmets as well.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yes.
What would you say? What would you say the age group is for the bicycles for the kids?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd probably say between 5 and 10 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not for the teenage crowd.
No, not for the teenage. No, it's for the younger crew.
Okay. Dave Richards has joined us at the coffee and table. Good morning there, Dave.
Yes, I noticed a distinct lack of John Ward when I was listening in to
I don't know.
the officer talk about this. Hey, now, there's the most wonderful thing about this National Night Out is that, first of all, they let every community customize it. You were just alluding to that. I heard it on the speaker as I was heading over to the studio, that, no, they don't tell you what to do. It's a movement, and you have to customize it to your community.
Correct.
So that it's relevant to those who come. Question: who do you want to see show up tomorrow?
I want to see.
There's got to be members of the community that you really, really want to reach out to.
The kids.
Yeah.
The kids are the best. I mean, you think about it. The most influential thing you can do is influence a kid.
Mm-hmm.
If a child says, "Wow, I really like the police. I like firefighters. Look at all the fun stuff."
Mm-hmm.
It's just a connection. You get that connection as a young age. Kids grow up that way and just have that respect and way to reach out, not be afraid of police.
Well, that's a problem. See, during your, I'm sure you've worked night platoon as well.
Correct.
On your way up here, doing the day shifts now, but you never see somebody at their best, it seems, especially on the night platoon. And you wish that you could be a little bit more pleasant. You wish you could take a chance to give somebody a break, get to know them or something like that. But circumstances just... You're there to enforce the law. The law doesn't have a sense of humor, and it's not warm and cuddly.
Mm-hmm.
It is words on a sheet of paper that have a spirit and a meaning to try to keep order in society. We get all that. But when you have to enforce the law and you're dealing with human beings, you really, really want to tailor it to the human circumstance, but you're not given that kind of latitude, which means you got to be the grumpy old guy that's going to do unpleasant things or cause people to have to be maybe taken off to the pokey or whatever else like that, or there be fines, and heaven knows. And you've had to live with that, and you've made your adjustments and everything else. But when a kid sees this, going to your point, when a kid sees this, they get the wrong impression. They don't have the capacity to understand the balance in society. And what happens if you don't? You know, one of the greatest... Woonsocket police officers, a pal of mine, Marcus DeRoche, said, he says, Dave, he says, it's like shoveling against the tide. But if you don't, you get a lot wetter. Mm-hmm. And it gets messy. Mm-hmm. He says, somebody's got to do it. We took the job. They pay us. They give us the tools. And we've just got to keep trying to make this place the way people want it to be, even though it's discouraging sometimes because we're not getting a lot of help from the general public all the time. So, but you took all that on. This is the most valuable tool if you can give a youngster a chance to see you at your best in a good situation where they're not in trouble and nobody in their family's in trouble. And you can do that. Now, you chose World War II Park, good central location in the city, and everybody knows how to get there. It's easy, and there's several neighborhoods all around it. They can just walk right in without even having to hardly shake a leg. You're going to also be in a place where there are residents of the park who are going to have to move to the side for you. I wouldn't be surprised. You can answer this if you want. Don't if you don't want to. Do you have a crew that will go in there and make sure the park is ready?
Oh yeah, I'll be there early, making sure the park is ready, of course, with tables.
Last thing you want is kids coming in and having things in disarray.
Exactly.
Things left by the non-official permanent residents.
Yep.
That you don't want the kids to have to deal with and stuff. So that's all going to be taken care of. So nobody should have to worry about that.
No.
All right.
No.
So if you're saying to yourself, "Well, I don't know about World War II Park. I hear stories," and no, it's all going to be shipshape. And I don't ever have any problems of going there.
Right. July
the 3rd. Of course, Autumn Fest is coming up. We're very excited about that too. I don't have any problems going down the World War II Park. It's always a wonderful place. And yes, you do have to sometimes overlook or adjust for certain things, but that's the whole thing there. There was a story. I don't know if I can get off to this. Joe, we're running out of time, aren't we?
Oh, you got about 2 minutes before we get break time.
All right. There was a story that I read this morning. And I know you do not officially represent the department or anything else. This is probably better for the chief. But I'm going to ask you, and you just feel free to pass it on to someone else if it's really not in your wheelhouse. But I was reading the story about two people we found on the police blotter that they had been arrested. There was obstruction, possession, all the rest of this sort of stuff like that, over near Monument Square, in the parking lot over there. And in the story, it was in a police officer's report when they got there, and this wasn't the first time I saw it in a police report, that you can see other people who are not part of why you're there, and they appear to be spaced out on drugs. Now, there's a big age difference between you and me. But I remember if you appeared to be intoxicated in public, the police would, for your own safety, take you to the police station and make sure you're right before they let you go home. It doesn't say anywhere in the police report that that happened. Do you happen to know that it does happen or whatever? Or if they're sitting on the side just zoned out, apparently under the influence of drugs, you just leave them there? What's the orders?
No, so what we do is if you're incapable of taking control of yourself, if you're in a capacity where you're laying on the ground or something like that.
All right, so if you're not safe.
Right, if you're not safe, we don't take them to the police station. We call the fire department rescue because we don't know what type of narcotics they may be on.
There could be a reaction.
It could be a medical issue as well. Diabetes is another thing. And unfortunately, with people living in the streets and stuff, they can't take care of themselves the way they should be with insulin and such. So we always call the rescue to make sure they're evaluated.
All right.
We
so
bring them to
the fact you
landmark.
don't pick them up doesn't mean you don't do anything.
No,
you make sure that they're
Right.
taken care of. Well, that's
Right.
good. I wanted to ask that one
Yeah.
because it occurred to me this morning, and thanks for answering that.
Absolutely.
Joe says we got to take a break. I'm having a great time.
We'll come up with more questions, right? If you have any comments or questions, 766-1240, especially for National Night Out. Woonsocket Police Department Officer Greg Kolosek is here to answer those questions. Just give us a call.
ON 1240.
Woonsocket Door Sales carries an excellent variety of doors to complement your residence or business, including the LiftMaster security doors that provide you with extra protection against theft. These doors feature a special security ID code to further safeguard your home, business, or valuables in your garage. Remember, an attractive door complements the appearance of your home or business. Woonsocket Door Sales for installation, parts, and repairs. Woonsocket Door Sales, 1 Biltmore Avenue, Cumberland. Call them 767-3448. The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
ON Radio.
It is Coffee and here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us this morning. Joe Callahan here, along with Dave Richards, and from the Woonsocket Police Department, Greg Kolosek. We're talking about National Night Out. That's tomorrow night, August the 4th, 5 to 7 p.m., right, at World War II Park?
That's correct.
Come on down. Free tacos, Dave. Can't go wrong with that.
I love tacos.
Free tacos and free waters. So there you go. And so just come on down. They're not going to make the tacos like you want them. They're just, here you go. Thanks to Taco Bell.
I like them the way you make them.
All right.
Yeah,
thanks
so,
to Taco Bell
that's-
for providing that as well. We get the raffles for the 2 bicycles.
2 bicycles.
2 bicycles for kids, yeah, boys and girls.
Nice. All right.
So there you go.
That
And it must
is
be
nice.
nice when you're greeting the kids, Greg, and they're smiling, and you get to smile back at them because nothing bad's happened.
Yeah, right.
And so the kids must go, hey, the police have teeth too. Look at that. They can be nice, you know.
Yep.
And so it's great that you can start building that rapport with them at such a young age.
Yeah.
I just
That's so
noticed
cool.
one of the pins right underneath your name badge there. It says you've been on the force since 2009.
Correct.
17 years.
Yes, sir.
We got an EAS test on the air right now.
Okay. What does it say, Denise?
I can't get to tell
We're
you. and
we're being. Tell us when it's over, dear. Thank you. Denise from the office just came in. Now, people who are listening to the replay or listening to us online, this doesn't affect you. But the folks listening to WOON AM and FM stereo radio, the government just took over the station there for a few seconds, doing a special announcement from the EAS because we do have a couple of inches of rain possible, and they may be calling something. I'm waiting for Denise to tell me what it is. I don't have my cell phone here, so I can't go noodling into it. In the studio, the speakers are shut off, so we don't hear it. So Denise, Joe's going to look it up.
Ooh, flash flood warning.
That's what we thought.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Not a flash flood watch like we had last Wednesday.
Warning.
A flash flood warning.
Starts at 8:15 this morning, which is now
Well, gee, that
past.
was just a couple minutes ago.
And we'll end at 11:45 this morning.
Okay,
Yep.
so we've got some real good rain coming along. For those, it's we're back on.
We're back
Thank
on.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah, because the president, the governor, the weather service, they can just push a button and shut whatever program's on the air right off. take over the airwaves. That's the agreement that we have. And if we don't have that agreement, then we can't broadcast because they don't give us a license. But, Joe, why don't you punch up 6 there? And since we're talking about it, we've already made an interruption. Yeah, that's right. We got some nice rain coming through over here. Slatersville's getting quite a shower right now. And Foster and Chepachet and Burrill's already had it already. So it's coming this way.
And you don't have to worry about it, Greg, for tomorrow night.
That's right.
That's right.
Done
Great
and
weather
outta
tomorrow.
here.
Play itself right out. And tomorrow's going to be a gorgeous day and a very nice night weather-wise. So anyway, I was saying it's 17 years on the force. I imagine you've seen a few things.
Yes, sir.
There must have been, at one time or another in your career, forgive me for getting personal, and again, if you don't want to answer the question, I give you a free pass because you didn't come here to talk about this. But whenever I talk to a police officer, I'm riveted on it because, well, I was talking to the detail officers at the Holy Trinity Carnival, which they had a very easy detail. There wasn't a lot of baloney going on or anything else like that. Hey, when I was growing up, sometimes there was fights, there was stuff like. It was very, very nice. Good. And the guy said, no, everybody's having a good time, and that's all we care about. And we were talking to them about working extra details and stuff like. I imagine that's something you did more often when you were working night platoon, because a lot of the details, and for the audience, that's when you need a cop somewhere and you got to hire a cop, and it's not their regular shift. Most of them happen in the daytime, like traffic or carnival or something else like that. So you would have to go. In fact, the guys who were on duty at the carnival, they had pulled the midnight watch after they were done with that. So when you do that, I imagine that there's experiences that you have that are probably on the upper tier of rewarding. Better than going for domestic disturbances and things like that. And I wanted to know if you can recall clearly 1 or 2 incidents in the last 17 years where some days, hey, even in radio, sometimes you go home and you say to yourself, why am I doing this? Is there a better way to make a living? I don't know, because today wasn't a real fun one. But there had to be, like it happens for me, times when you go back home, job well done, feeling good, glad I'm here. Can you think of one particular situation that you could tell us about where that would happen?
I mean, there's been so many.
There have been.
There have been. Yeah,
that's a good enough answer for me.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of times where you went home, felt that you were in the right place at the right time with the right skills.
Yeah, I mean, one incident, myself and actually Jason Berthollet, God, this was a long time ago, probably 12, 15 years ago, we saved a kid's life.
Yeah.
Which was very rewarding.
Yeah.
He was a teenager, confused and everything, and wanted to end his own life, and we caught him in the act and saved him.
Yeah.
Which was a great moment. That's those type of things, and I'm not the only officer. All these officers that work midnights, nights, and day shift all can probably say that they've saved someone's life too, because there's been several of them that have, Narcan someone and saved their life. Done CPR and saved someone's life,
Got to make you feel good.
It does.
Yeah, and you just got to remember those things when you're there and he's screaming at her and she's screaming at him, and you got to try to keep them apart and figure out how are we going to set this right so we can leave and not bring somebody with us.
Correct.
Because that's got to be, you got to make a decision. My gosh, how do you decide who's right enough or wrong enough to leave the premises?
Well, it's so domestic violence and stuff is very prevalent in the city, and the laws are the laws, like we talked about earlier, and you have to try to make a decision on who the aggressor is and stuff like that. But sometimes, unfortunately, with domestics, your hands are tied. You have to take someone, which is very tough.
Or
too,
sometimes both. And then if there's kids,
both.
Oh my God, it's got to tear your hair out.
It's horrible. When you're calling social services and stuff to try to take care of the kids, if you have to take both, and it's a very difficult situation.
In terms of, back to National Night Out. The question,
good idea, Joe.
I
just love talking to cops.
I know, that's fine. But back to National Night Out, and you talk about the couple of bicycles, and you talk about the food coming from Taco Bell. How is this being paid for? Do you do fundraising for this event?
We don't. I think we have a fund that we gather money over the year and try to pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we do get donations. I believe the bikes were donated. My Lieutenant Martinson got that donation, and it's was talked about, but I'm not sure yet. But Taco Bell might be donating the tacos. I'm not sure.
Well, they'll give you a deal anyway. Yeah. Well, not only that, I'll bet you the union steps up as well.
We do.
From their charitable fund as well.
We got a note called in, 766-1240.
That's how people participate. Yeah. Switchboard, write down a note, bring it in.
Got it. You can answer this if you want, if not. But the mayor sits in City Hall. They're looking at reports and statistics. A little tough to read. Out there dealing with the statistics every day. What's something you wish every mayor understood about public safety that does not show up on paper?
Oh, I don't know how to answer that one.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. That's fine.
That's a pretty tough one.
That's a broad question.
In Woonsocket, it hasn't always been this way, but in Woonsocket there is a buffer. There's a civilian between the police force and the fire department and the elected official. So the elected official, in this case Mayor Beauchamp, will only get reports basically from that person. In this case it's Jean Gillette, former cop. Who has risen to this position now. I think he retired from the force first and then was appointed to this. Yeah. So he can interpret any. I hope that this helps to answer it for the listener who asked the question. The mayor gets an interpretation of all the statistics and things that come out of the department. I imagine the state and the state police, they take numbers down. I'd venture to say that out of an 8-hour patrol, you probably have 45 minutes to an hour's worth of paperwork and reports to fill out all the time, right?
More than that, sir.
More than that. Yes. Oh, my goodness. And, sometimes the system gets in the way of the system, but, well, that's just my opinion. Don't respond to that. It's your duty to do it. But... yeah, so they have to write things down and keep a record of everything. You never know if something's going to come up later on, and you'd have to refer to what the officer said, thought, did at the time, and you're gonna have to come up with something there. So the reports are filled out, and then Gene will distill that and give it to Chris at regular meetings, I'm sure. I hope that answers it.
Okay. On National Night Out, we talked about there's DJ going to be there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Spinning
Nope,
tunes.
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Sorry about that. You said that the splash pad will be open. Of course, Taco Bell's giving away food. Are there other activities going around? I'm thinking like a bouncy house or something like that for the kids to do?
To be honest, I forget if we got the bouncy house this year. I believe we did. I believe we have
cool.
a bouncy house little thing. Plus, there's other things. The ACO usually... she has a table there, and she usually brings...
Who's ACO now?
Christy.
Okay.
Yep. So she...
But ACO means?
Animal Control Officer.
Animal Control Officer, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
The
No,
acronyms.
this is your job.
We don't know all the acronyms.
Yeah. I say FCC all the time. Nobody knows I mean Funny Candy Company.
But she usually brings some fun stuff, like in years past she's bring tortoises and stuff like large
really
tortoises. Yes.
All right.
Yes, lizards.
Okay.
Very large lizards.
Kids love that.
Stuff like kids love it.
Parents not so much, but kids love it.
Yeah, she usually puts them in a little cage there, and the kids, if they feel comfortable, they can get in and pet the tortoise or something like that. But yeah, there's all these different little things going on.
Cool. I find that fascinating that the animal control officer in Woonsocket would deal with exotic animals. Now, I understand that there's some cultures where they like to have lizards and snakes and stuff like that. So I'm sure it's not just dog catching anymore, and we understand that. But wow, what is the most unusual animal? I'm going to say pet that you've encountered in your work.
Probably the tortoise.
The tortoise, yeah.
All right.
I don't know. What do you?
Tortoise, and then
was it a big one?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's big. It's
like 100 pounds.
About that
feet around? Feet across?
Oh yeah, it's big. Yeah.
Wow.
I think the shell's about that big around.
Wow. And for the radio folks, he's got his arms all the way out like he's hugging somebody. Yeah.
Very large.
Well, it wasn't snapping at you, was it?
No. It's a tortoise, so it just
Okay.
yeah, they don't snap. At
Okay,
you.
well, just making sure.
Yeah, no.
you never know. All right, so we're coming to the end of our time.
Time for the wrap up.
From Woonsocket Police Department, Greg Kolosik. National Night Out tomorrow night, Tuesday, August the 4th. Weather's going to be perfect for this, so congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
5 to 7 World War II Park. Come on down, bring the kids, bring the grandkids, and come out and meet your Woonsocket police officers in a very friendly atmosphere and have a lot of fun, right?
That's it. Come around, ask questions, all you want. Like I said, we have the motorcycles. The young kids and the adults can sit on them and
get your
everything
picture
like
taken
that.
on a
Can you
motorcycle
imagine
day.
How many adults come over and can I sit on it too?
Can I-
It's like, of course you can.
Just don't try to start it, right?
Yeah, right.
And get a selfie.
Yeah. Get a selfie.
Get a
Get a selfie with a police officer,
That's
too.
it.
That's it.
Why? That doesn't hurt.
No.
So, before we go, I hope you take our cordial admiration for you and the other officers on the WPD back to the station with you.
Absolutely.
I tell you from a personal experience, down through the years, I've been here for 50 years, that there have been times, especially when I was much younger, the Woonsocket Police Department was not as professional as it is today, was not as well respected as it is today, and you have earned every bit of it.
Thank you.
We have the best police department I've ever seen this city have.
I agree.
And you're part of it.
And I'm part of it.
There you go.
Say hi to Chief Oates for us.
We will, absolutely.
All right. More coffee fans coming your way. Time for the forecast, being brought to you by Mattress Warehouse of Providence.
Rain and thunderstorms are in the forecast today. Some storms could produce heavy rainfall. Patchy fog here and there. High of 78 degrees with a stiff breeze from the south. New rainfall amounts today between 1 and 2 full inches possible. Tonight, more rain and thunderstorms, but decreasing in nature. Only a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of more rain is expected, higher if you get a thunderstorm. Tuesday's weather, sunshine and 82. Wednesday, there's a slight chance of a shower, mostly sunny with a high of 82. Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 86. Friday, sunshine and 87. Saturday, sunshine and 86. And next Sunday, a mostly sunny day is on tap with a high of 86 degrees.
Outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street, cloudy skies. Is it raining, Marty?
It is raining.
It is raining. Okay,
outside.
very good. And we have
Look out the window.
78 degrees.
Buy one, get one free on select mattresses at Mattress Warehouse. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select purchases. Enter to win a $100 gas card or a bed gear bundle. Plus, one lucky winner gets their purchase made free up to $5,000.
When it comes to your financial future, you deserve advice that starts with you. At NCU Investment Solutions, a subsidiary of Navigant Credit Union, we take the time to understand your goals, then build a personalized plan designed to help you reach them. From financial planning and investment management to tax and estate strategies, our experienced advisors are with you every step of the way. Let's make a plan together. Visit ncuinvestments.com or call 401-233-4337 to connect with an advisor today.
This is Rhode Island Emergency Management Agency Director Mark Pappas. I love our Rhode Island shoreline, but our location makes us vulnerable to hurricanes and tropical storms. It's important to prepare as best we can before the storm hits. You can help by knowing your risk, getting flood insurance, and being familiar with your evacuation route. The steps we take today can minimize damage tomorrow. Learn more at riema.ri.gov.
Sponsored by the Rhode Island Broadcasters Association.
ON Radio.
It is Coffee and here on ON. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Joe Callahan, along with Dave
And
Richards.
Woony-TV.
And Woonie-TV, that's right. And we're being joined at the Coffee and Table this morning now by candidate for Woonsocket
Number 4.
School Committee. That would be Marty Crowley. And
Here he is.
How are you, Marty?
Good morning, Joe.
He's
Good
got
morning,
his
Dave.
DWC vest on today.
That's right. And
It's rainproof, and I'm glad I'm wearing it.
Yeah, right. Oh, it's pouring out there right now.
So,
for those who were listening earlier, we ended up with a flood warning for Woonsocket and the Blackstone Valley. So just make sure that the folks who are listening to us live on Tuesday morning have benefit of that.
So, Marty, this rarely happens where someone throws their hat into the ring into politics and on the first time and immediately gets in. And I know it's circumstances happen where it worked out for you. All you got to do is vote for yourself. I'm sure you are. And if you I'm sure other people will vote for you as well when election time comes around.
Says she's going to vote too.
Well, there you go.
And my wife will vote for me.
There's two. Well, there's two. So there you go. So you're going to keep your job in Cumberland, right, as athletic director?
Yeah, that's
and you still teach, right?
No, I don't teach.
You don't teach. Okay, it's just athletic.
Once he got into administration, he had to give that up.
I see.
And that's when he gave up the radio.
Right.
Okay. They didn't.
Well, I didn't think. I thought maybe you had to keep like one class or something like that.
No, I don't.
So you're going to keep that job going. But what made you decide I want to be part of the Woonsocket School Committee?
First of all, thanks for having me back in the studio. It's good to be home again. As you know, I was on these airwaves for many years, either doing high school football or with Lou on the Sunday Sports Locker. A couple of years ago, my wife and I, this has been something that's been coming more than 2 years out, just thinking about trying to give back to the community, trying to help kids, trying to make the school system better for our students. Our goal, same thing in Cumberland, same thing in Woonsocket, you prepare lifelong learners. And that's what you're trying to do. There's many great educators in Woonsocket. There's a lot of good happening in the Woonsocket schools. With the ever-changing face of education, public education, I believe I have something to offer to the city of Woonsocket. I grew up here. I was born here.
Second generation educator.
Yeah, second generation. My dad, 38 years in Woonsocket High
School. Is in the
School.
Woonsocket High School Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he loved his job, man, and I say it all the time.
And he loved his city?
He loved the city.
And he loved you, too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. If I could be half the man my dad was, then I think I'll be doing okay. But, my wife and I...
He was a good friend of mine.
Thank you. We've had these discussions for years going on, and it just got to the point where a couple of years ago, maybe January, we said maybe the next election cycle. Timing is always the thing as well. I just wrapped up my 2-year stint as president of the Rhode Island Athletic Directors. And so with that, there were meetings. I was also on the Principals Committee on Athletics, the governing body of athletics in the state of Rhode Island.
Right.
I'm still on our executive board, but my responsibilities have shifted, so I have the time commitment to do it. And the timing is, in our eyes, the timing is right.
Okay, all right.
Now,
so there you go.
Do you know what the school committee does day to day? I mean, I imagine you've had discussions.
Yes, I have.
With people and say, so what is the commitment? Because I know that you would not take something on you didn't think that you could do. But the day to day, people only see the meetings, or in our case, they hear the meetings because we have them on the radio, and that's all they see or hear. But there's far more beyond that goes on. The phone calls, the extra meetings, the subcommittee meetings, the people calling you from the constituency, asking you about one thing or another. How much of that are you ready for?
I'm ready for it. I have the time to do it. As my schedule for my current job, it's about time management. Some days are 12-hour days, some days are not 12-hour days, depending what you have going on. I'm up very early in the morning. And I have.
You always have been.
It's part of the deal, right?
Yeah.
But most of the work on all school committees, Woonsocket included, is done in your subcommittee, whether it's fiscal, whether it's health and wellness.
That's where the heavy lifting is, except for the controversial decisions that there is no right answer for.
Right, and then it would go to the full 5-person committee for a vote, which are held every other Wednesday at Woonsocket Middle School. But a lot of the work is done prior to that. On your committees. I'm currently in my district where I work. In the last 3 weeks, I've been to fiscal, I've been to policy, I'm on health and wellness already in Cumberland because of my athletic director background. I'm also on the National Health and Wellness Committee for the athletic directors. And again, I believe I have something to offer to our kids in Woonsocket, but meat and potatoes is done probably in subcommittee. And by the time you get to the show, it's just a matter of discussion, public comment as well.
And making it permanent.
Right. And school committee sets the budget, and you handle policy. Those are the two main responsibilities of a school committee.
And in our case, we get reports from the school district far and wide, sometimes just youngsters coming and showing what they've learned, and teachers recognizing their efforts and things like that. That's the happy part of the job, I'll bet.
Oh, of course it is. And Woonsocket schools, unfortunately, have been getting a lot of negative attention.
Now, I wanted to ask you about that, Marty. It's tough because the public schools right now are feeling put upon by the amount of resources labeled for education that are going to private schools. And it seems that every Tom, Dick, and Harry's starting up a new private school, although the state just put a moratorium out for no new ones, and now they're getting sued because they did, because there was 3 in the hopper that were almost ready to go, and there were 6 in line, I was told, that were in some part of the process to start up new private schools. Now, on one hand, some people said, hey, remember the Catholic Church used to run dozens and dozens of private schools.
Right.
And you got along fine without just that way. But it's not the same circumstances today because you have maintenance of effort issues and you have so many education. What do they call them when you get a special education program just for that student because of their special needs?
IEP?
Students have either 5 IEPs, individual education plan.
Well, those were unheard of back when the parochial schools ruled the day in this state, and it's and all the changes that were made when they left the scene. Now you're trying to put the genie back in the bottle again. Not easy. What's your view? Now you must be talking about this with people all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, as you remember, growing up, a little history to start with that. I went Catholic school all the way through here in Woonsocket because I went to church. And whatever church you went to, we lived in the South End. I went to Holy Family.
Supported the church. You went to the school.
And we moved to my grandmother's house on Highland Street. We went to St. Charles. St. Charles closed. You went to Our Lady of Victories. But as you remember, every church at one point had a school attached to it. Queen of Martyrs, St. Joseph, St. Louis, St. Anne's, St. Charles, St. Joseph still is the Catholic Regional or Good Shepherd, what it is now. And so for that education standpoint, it was thriving back then. And so as the face of education changes, I don't know if IEPs or 504s drive the narrative.
Translate 504s to the radio audience.
It's the same thing if a student has a learning plan.
Special circumstances that require special resources.
Correct.
That you got to pay for.
Yeah, you have to pay for it. But it's just that my stance is that you can get educated any way you want to go. It's family choice. You want to be homeschooled, you can be homeschooled. If you choose to go to a charter school, you can choose to go to a charter school. I feel that you can get the same public education in the Woonsocket Education Department that you can anywhere else. There are great teachers, kindergarten through the high school, who care about kids, who are passionate about kids, who teach kids. And they care about their kids. They want to see them succeed. And sometimes that doesn't come through in all the negative media. Obviously, there was some safety issues earlier on in the year at the high school, right, that we're well aware of, that was all blasted all over the news. And it kind of puts Woonsocket in a bad light. But I think if we can continue to highlight or learn to highlight.
They got through that, didn't they?
They did.
By the end of the school year, we were not hearing any of that.
You didn't hear anything.
So they effectively dealt with the situation.
Credit to the administrators in all the buildings, the elementary, the middle school, and the high school principals as well, that, they did what they could try to do to keep the schools safe for students and teachers. So, short answer to your question, each kid has the ability to get educated. The Woonsocket School Department is a great school system to do that.
Okay. Have you met the other school committee members?
Yes, I have. The whole quote campaign thing. I guess I'm a politician now. I never thought myself as that, but yes, I've had multiple.
There are some practical necessities of running for office.
Yeah, there are, and yes, I've had conversations with 4 of the incumbents.
Okay.
Actually, all 5 of them. I shouldn't say that. I've spoken to all 5 of them briefly. I do see Alan Leclerc quite a bit more because we both volunteer.
Well, you're buds at Levitt.
At Levitt, yeah. We volunteer at Levitt AMP, which, again, shout out, sidebar to Dave. Once again, another great show this week with the opening act and Sonny Sweeney, the nightcap. I thought the opening act was pretty good also. The guys out of Boston.
Absolutely.
Really good. But that's a shout out to Meg Rigo for getting all these acts in here.
Exactly.
This is my sidebar. But I've spoken to Paul Bourget multiple times, Mr. Burke. I've spoken to Miss Lynn as well. And I've also spoken to Amy Costa. But
okay.
Nothing too intense yet because obviously there's still an election to come. Nothing's changing for me.
Right.
We're knocking on doors. We're going to go meet people because people may not know who I am,
right,
or what I'm doing. So even though there's currently 5 of us running, you could get a write-in candidate. You never know. So it's still a campaign.
Right, it is. Well, I will tell you this. When I put my newsman hat in and I asked the chairman of the Woonsocket School Committee what his thoughts were on how the school committee race is shaping up, when it appeared that through circumstances and rules and all the rest of that stuff, that you were already a likely board member come the election in November. I asked him, well, what's your thoughts on that? He says, I'm delighted. I want you to hear that, because Paul Bourget told me, I'm absolutely delighted. I know the man. He'll be fine. I'm looking very much forward to working with him.
Yeah, I've had some good conversations with Chairman Bourget as well about just trying to, being in education. I've been in education for 28 years. Started as a paraprofessional in Cumberland. I ran study hall for quite a few years. After that, I was in the alternative learning program.
Up the ranks
for students with emotional learning disabilities. It was a great experience for me, and to get our kids to graduate and give them support and the care that they need. And after that, it worked out that I was in the Academic Success Center, the library, for a couple of 3 years working with online students. And it hit during COVID, so that was kind of a rather rewarding experience. You know, I heard the officer talking about rewarding days. Some days are rewarding, some days are not. I think every day is rewarding in education, because if you can get to kids now, you may not see that effect for years down the line, but just know that every conversation you have with a kid is very, very, a student and a family, and an educator is very important, and it'll pay dividends down the line.
You're making a memory that they can rely upon and draw upon for guidance later.
Correct.
All right, we're going to take a break in the Coffee and program, but more with Marty Crowley.
Leslie's here, too.
Running for Woonsocket School Committee, coming up in just a few moments.
ON 1240.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Now at Lowe's, faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in-store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that, at Lowe's.
You can depend on us for public service. ON Radio. You hear it all on ON Radio.
It's Coffee In here on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Joe Callahan, along with Dave Richards. We're here with Marty Crowley. He's running for Woonsocket School Committee. And as on Mondays, we're always joined by Leslie Page from the Woonsocket Harris Public Library.
And here she is.
To tell us what's going on at the library. What's going on at the library, Leslie?
Well, our summer hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday and Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Saturdays until after Labor Day. And we will be closed Monday, August 10th for Victory Day. This week, the Children's Department is offering Sensory Exploration Fun today at 10 a.m., Kids Crafts with Lee on Tuesday, August 4th at 3 p.m., Music for Preschoolers with Anne-Marie Forer, Wednesday, August 5th at 11:30 a.m., Healthy Habits, Healthy Kids, Wednesday, August 5th at 1 p.m., and make mango lassi smoothies with Mrs. Pinky on Thursday, August 6th at 4 p.m.
Ooh, smoothies.
I know. Sounds refreshing. For more information about all children's programs, please call 767-4122. Our teen department this week is offering a tabletop role-playing game on Tuesday, August 4th at 3 p.m., Healthy Habits, Healthy Teens, Wednesday, August 5th at 3 p.m., and Storytelling Through Theater, Thursday, August 6th at 3 p.m. For more information on all teen programs, please call 767-4132. Tech Tuesday will be held on August 4th at 2 p.m. Learn how to access ebooks and audiobooks on your mobile devices. And on Wednesday, August 5th at 2 p.m., join us for the first meeting of our History Book Club. Call 767-4124 for more information or to register for any of these programs. All of the latest information about programs, services we offer, And how to reach us can be found at our website, woonsocketlibrary.org, or on our Facebook page. And if you have any questions or would like more information about anything I've mentioned today, please call us at 769-9044, and we look forward to seeing you at the library.
All right, thanks, Leslie. Yes, Dave.
Thank you, Leslie. And I just want to remind our folks who are listening in or watching on Tuesday, on Monday morning, that we have that just came in during the program, a flood watch, and I was looking out the window.
Flood warning.
Flood warning.
Yes.
That's right, flood warning. I'm looking out the window, and I'm seeing that the cars are rooster tails. And they're in the travel lane, so the gutters are already well over capacity here on Park Avenue.
All right, thanks, Dave. All right, Marty, you ready for the really important question?
Yes.
Yeah, he was just handed one from the audience. Is that
the one? No, I got one, but one from the audience says to Marty, "Congratulations, Blue." Congratulations, is
Cumberland?
Blue?
No, that's from one of your infamous callers on Do You Remember? That's from Moose.
Oh, is that so?
Right. That is Moose. I used to umpire in the leagues quite a bit, softball leagues in the city,
sure.
and
Umpire. All right.
That's from Moose as well.
Come on, Blue, get it right. Anyway,
I got that an awful lot.
So
and seeing I wear glasses, they didn't try to hand me their glasses.
So the big question is going to come up in November, Marty.
Yeah.
When Cumberland plays Woonsocket in high school football, you're the AD in Cumberland, but you're on the Woonsocket school committee.
Where do you sit?
Who do you root for?
A nice clean game where nobody gets hurt. How's that?
Now there's a politician.
Well, no, you know what? It's funny you say that, because I was with my friends a couple of weeks ago, and I said, if everything hopefully goes right, and I'm school committee elect at that point in time, and the game is the first Thanksgiving game at Woonsocket, I said, what do I do? But I am employed by the town of Cumberland, Cumberland School Department, and
but it's not your field. You don't have as much to do.
No, I don't. I would just I'll get there early. And just if Miss Giardino, who is an amazing athletic director, Nancy Giardino for the Woonsocket Public School System, she's one of those phenomenal educators that we talk about that cares about kids, and she goes above and beyond to make sure that her students get a good experience. So a good clean game, and let everybody have fun, and let everybody leave injury free. How's that?
Okay. Keep this in mind.
Can't argue with that.
You can't wear blue and you can't wear maroon. So yellow's okay.
He's showing up in green.
Green, yellow, black, pink is fine.
Some neutral color, right? Listen, I'll tell you what, though, I do, in full disclosure, I do miss broadcasting Thanksgiving Day football.
Oh, we
games.
miss you, Mark.
It was a lot of fun for a lot of years.
Even when it was 30 degrees and windy. And
listen, I had sideline duty one year in Tucker before they put the turf down, and it was a quagmire. Lou and Tommy were up in the booth, and it was like, I'm sure you remember that. It was horrific, but.
When you get onto the school committee, and you talked a little bit about it, but let's try to be specific. What do you want to see change? Not change, or what do you want to see happen to make things better for the kids?
I think one of the things, and you hear everybody talk about it, is family engagement.
Right.
That we got to try to find a way. I'm sure Leslie can attest to that too, from the library perspective. That we want to see our families more engaged with their children, or educational decisions facing their children, and get more involved. And I don't know if there's a quick fix to do that, but working collaboratively, I think there's a way we can do it. Whether you have open nights once a month where the families can come in and ask you questions, or just not off the record, but just not at a school committee meeting, and just get more families involved and just remind them of all the good and the safety issues. Safety is a big thing. We have to make sure that we keep our educators and our students safe.
Well, a lot of parents, I'm sure, would want to be more engaged, but they perhaps are working extra hours, that sort of thing like that. By necessity, it seems that some parents are in a position where they have to rely on electronic distractions to keep their kids occupied during their awake hours, and then you tend to rely on it. And then you're not as well engaged because it's not you that they're interacting with, it's somebody or something else, whether it's television or social media or anything.
And I think the other thing too is that we see, and it happens in Cumberland as well, where you have parents who work, the older siblings at the high school level, they work.
Right.
And so now younger kids are either left home alone, or they're off to trying to find a babysitter and pay for a babysitter. And I mean, I'll speak for myself. I'm a little older. That I was lucky enough that my grandparents were always there for us.
Yeah.
Right? That we had our grandparents take care of us. You went home from school, or when I went to Holy Family, I went to Matt Dwyer's house every day after school because Mrs. Dwyer, one of the Dwyers was home, and so we just walk. Maddie would walk me there, and then my dad and my mom would come scoop me up, and then they'd bring you home. And I don't know if that's possible anymore. And you said the distraction of the cell phone and social media and
television.
And it's just sensationalism. This is not always reality, right?
No.
Right? Neither is television, for that matter. But I believe there's a way to try to get our families engaged. We just have to try to find a way to do so.
It's never been easy raising kids, and it just got tougher.
Agreed.
I don't know how you're going to get the parents engaged. I mean, they'll show up at the school committee meetings to complain about what's going on, but do they show up to be engaging? And how do you get them to show up to be engaging? I don't know.
Maybe you start having open forums if we're not doing it now already. You get three members of the school committee together on a night, and you say, well, maybe we use the library, and say we use the back room in the library. Come on down, and if you have questions or concerns, it's in an open forum. Have a town hall meeting kind of setting, and just listen to people. And the other thing, the answer sometimes is going to be no. My father always told me that. I said, Martin, sometimes the answer is no. But if you hear...
Did he tell his students that too?
I believe he did. He was known, a quick story about my dad, he was known for in the old Woonsocket High School, there's an upstairs case and a downstairs case.
Yep.
Whoa, and if you went up the downstairs case, he would pull you out and stick you in his classroom. And so they had a picture in one of the yearbooks at the downstairs case and him pointing up. So he was a rule follower, which is good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just got to be. I'm just spitballing right now. It's things that need some thought, and hopefully we can get it to work.
Well, you'll see more clearly once you're seated.
Correct. And again, it's things that I see inside the Cumberland District that I would like to implement in Woonsocket. Whether we can or can't, who knows?
Right.
And again, I don't know the full inner workings of the Woonsocket Education Department, but I'm looking forward to working collaboratively to try to move it forward and continue its growth.
But the overall attitude is what you aimed your campaign on, at least that quoting from your TV ads that we have running during the Levitt concerts. The overall attitude from above, trickle down through the staff, down to the families and the kids.
With the right support, we can make the difference. Agreed.
Another issue you might have coming up is always the budget. I mean, you can ask for this amount of money. And
sometimes the answer is no.
Sometimes the answer is no, Marty.
I just said your belt-tie fastball right there.
But the city says, no, you get this amount of money. And so now what do you do with less?
You have to manage it. I mean, it's the same in every school district across the state. It's not only Woonsocket. And Mayor Beauchamp has already started with the funding formula. He's presented to the Finance Committee at the state level. I think the funding formula is skewed to more affluent districts. And why is a kid in Little Compton worth more than a kid in Woonsocket? And I think that that's wrong, and I think that our kids deserve just as much a right to an education as kids do in other districts.
How do you change that on the state level?
Well, they're about a year out or so. I think there's a study that they're working on. As I said, Mayor Beauchamp already testified. I know that the Rhode Island Foundation is working on that as well. So I think another year of study about that, and I think Senator Thompson and Senator Murray are big proponents of trying to level that funding, and they're big education advocates for us, as well as our reps, Rep Brand, Rep Phillips, and Rep Casey as well.
Well, Joe, there's an old phrase, what you can't control, you must influence.
Okay.
And it's the truth for elected officials of any stripe, plus the citizens of the country. What you cannot control, you must influence.
Right, and yeah. A couple quick reminder here. Don't forget, primary day's coming up, November 9th. Don't forget to vote. And
there will be people to vote for in the mayoral race here in Woonsocket and statewide. You won't be able to vote for Marty on the 9th. I'm sorry about that.
That's November 3rd. If you're so inclined, please go out.
Some people want to get some practice voting in, but that's not going to happen.
Marty, as a former educator and as the athletic director in Cumberland and now wanting to be on the Woonsocket School Committee, what's your opinion, I don't know if that's the right word, or your relationship, maybe that's better, with Rhode Island, with RIDE, the Rhode Island Department of Education?
I learned through listening to my administrators in my building about RIDE. I go on the RIDE website. I look at things. I'm educating myself about RIDE and RIDE policies. Chronic absenteeism. If you're out 18 days, you're chronically absent, whether it's excused or unexcused. I mean, I don't know if that's a fair indication of a chronic absentee. You have back surgery or you hurt your knee, you're playing in a football game and you're out for 2 weeks, and next thing you know, you miss 4 days because you're sick, and now you're chronic absent, even though you're a straight A student.
Yeah.
So we have to follow the ride policies. I just started diving into that a little bit, but we're ready to learn, and we're going to do the best for our kids.
Okay. Also, just to be fair to RIDE, people love to hate them.
Well, you don't have to hate them,
but
that's okay.
Well, I'm just saying that the governor and the Rhode Island Department of Education have set their sights on attendance. And over the last year or so, they have made great strides, and the numbers indicate that Woonsocket and all the other school districts are benefiting from it.
Well, right, and I know that's one of Governor McKee's attendance matters, and Woonsocket's attendance did get better this year. Dr. McGee shared that, and you can also go on the RIDE website and see that as well, that, attendance does matter. And, again, how do you get families engaged to get those kids to school? We can't control what families do.
What you can't control, you must influence.
We can try to give them the resources to show the value of an education, I think is the most important thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're running out of time.
Final
here
words?
Final words. So, Marty, you got about 30 seconds. So why should people vote for you?
Kids first.
Okay.
Right? And as I mentioned, if we proper resources in places, we can change the future for our kids and for our city. Quick shout out to my wife, who's a great supporter, my Jill, my daughter, and my son. Gary Mancieri has been a great resource in this campaign, and his wife. That's our team. Helped us out quite a bit. The senators and everybody, and members of the school committee. I'd like to thank them for all the support. Thank you for everybody who's we got street signs out, and just maybe a fresh look at things on the Woonsocket School Committee. If you're looking for somebody just to maybe see things a little differently, and sometimes seeing things different matters. And vote November 3rd. Thank you for the opportunity.
Very good. Thanks for coming in, Marty.
That's Marty Crowley.
Yes.
He didn't say his own name over and over again.
Oh, Martin Crowley, sorry.
He's a junior politician. He's just learning the ropes.
All righty. And Leslie Page, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, thanks to Greg Kolosek. Sorry, I knew I screwed it up. It's Kolosek from the Woonsocket Police Department. Remember, National Night Out is tomorrow night, August the 4th, World War II Park. 5 to 7 p.m. Free event, free tacos. So, hey, come on down from Taco Bell. And Dave, thanks for being here as well.
And thanks, Joe. Nice to be here. And we did want to send out special congratulations to Garrett Mancieri and now Christy Mancieri, right?
Yes.
Who is, they were married last month, and we went to their, the fourth of their 5 different party gatherings to celebrate their wedding.
There'll be more if you
It was
any
a
of the first
corker.
4.
I've never been to a nicer one. The food was fantastic, idyllic. They had the weather was perfect. My goodness. And I saw Marty Crowley there, too, so I knew it was an important place to be.
All right. I'm Joe Callahan. Have a great day, everyone, and stay tuned for Kim Garneau, Blessings and Good Health, coming up after the 9 o'clock news.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says another round of talks with Iran will start today, even as Iran denies such meeting is